So the movie starts and we meet Yuri, who tells us that in the mountains of our town there are creatures called Ochi. To stay away from them, guards are kept in the village from 10 a.m. to 6 a.m. because at night Ochi comes out of his mountains. Now at night we are shown a lot of children with Petro, who is a hunter, towards the jungles of the mountains. These children also had Yuri, and all these children also had a rifle in their hands. Petro also gives a knife to Yuri before entering the jungle and tells him to keep it with him. If anyone starts harming you, then you can use it. Now finally, we are shown these creatures to Ochi, who looks like a monkey. Blue creatures were having a lot of fun. At the same time, on Petro's orders, some children set fire to the trees here. So by putting some traps, they close the way for these creatures and the rest of the people start hunting these Ochi. Suddenly, after doing this to them, the world of Ochi was like a disaster. These people wanted to kill these creatures and wanted to get them out of this area so that their town was safe. During all this mission, an Ochi, lying down, collides with Yuri. He had fear and innocence in his eyes, but still he was standing in front of Yuri because his child was stuck on the tree above which he had to save. Seeing this, Yuri became emotional, and Yuri called this child to help him. Yuri decided to get the child down from the tree. Just now, he did not get the child down that a colleague of Yuri attacked Ochi mother. She was badly injured and took her with her. Although her child got lost in this jungle. As soon as morning came, Petro returned home with the children, and he praised everyone because they did a good job at night, but they could not hunt for their food. That's why he tells all the children who had come to him to learn hunting to work harder. Petro tells Yuri just like Roberto, who attacked Ochi mother yesterday. After a while, Petro tells Yuri in front of Roberto that his performance was very bad in the hunt, so he gets angry and leaves. In the jungle, he came to cheer up, but then he heard a loud noise and missed a hole. When he went near, he got stuck in the same Ochi trap which his mother could not save. He got scared when he saw Yuri and started shouting even more. He did not want to bite Yuri, so Yuri put a stick in his neck and released him from the trap. Ochi tries to run fast, but he could not even walk. That's why Yuri takes pity on him and hides him in her bag and brings him to her house. After bandaging this child, she also understands that Yuri is not her enemy, and so there is a little frankness in both of them. Ochi and Yuri start playing with each other, but when the children outside were practicing hunting, hearing the sound of their bullets, Ochi remembers the whole incident of yesterday. He got scared and started shouting. Yuri was trying to calm him down, but everyone outside heard his voice. Looking for the animal, Roberto came here for the gun and he saw Ochi. Before he could kill Ochi, Yuri comes in front of the child and says to Roberto, "Listen, he is just an innocent child. He will not harm us. He is just separated from his mother. I just want to take him to his mother. And I know that you also have so much humanity that you will not kill this innocent child." Hearing this, Roberto also got a little emotional and put his gun down. Roberto does not tell anyone about this, and even when his master Petro asks, he clearly refuses that I have not seen Yuri. Now the master was getting worried about Yuri. When he came to Yuri's room, he got a letter saying that I am leaving from here. In Yuri's room, he got a little blood and animal hair, which made him understand that Yuri is in some trouble. He goes out and tells all the children that someone has kidnapped Yuri. All the children get ready with weapons and sit in the car and go to the jungle to save Yuri. After reaching the jungle, they searched everywhere, but they did not find Yuri. When Yuri was shown that she had reached another town, Yuri was very hungry now, so she went to a general store from where she was taking some things that Ochi would come out of her bag. Many girls saw Ochi here and started screaming. A girl even put a gun on him to kill him. To save his life, Yuri had to hide in the fridge of this store. What did Ochi think of all this? He was still screaming, so Yuri was closing his mouth with her hand, and in this way, Ochi cuts his teeth. Because of this, Yuri screams loudly and everyone's attention goes to him. To save himself, he takes the help of a card and quickly breaks the windows of this mall and runs away from here. He saw a car nearby. He was lucky that the car had a key in which he sat and ran away from here. The owner of the car kept running after him, but he escaped. Now where Ochi had bitten Yuri, we see that the place was completely swollen and there were also scars. At the same time, his hand was also turning blue like Ochi. Now Yuri was feeling very dizzy. In this case, he does not even drive the car properly and he puts the car on the side of the road. Master Petro was still looking for Yuri. When they pass by the road, they see the same car that the police was investigating. The police finds fake teeth in it, and Master Petro recognizes that it belongs to Yuri. That's why he also understood that Yuri is now close to him. Now, after a while, we are shown Yuri, who was sitting near a river, and now her whole body had turned blue like Ochi. She knew that poison was spreading inside her, so she took a few drops of water and applied it on herself so that she could suck her blood. But due to the bite of this Ochi, there was another big change in her. Now she was able to understand the words of this Ochi. She was able to understand her language and was also able to speak. And while feeling this, she was most surprised. Now, as soon as she realized that she was also able to understand the language of Ochi, she started swinging happily, and while swinging, her leg was twisted and she fell into a pit. The pit was actually a trap, and it was also closed from above. Ochi kept watching her to see when she would come out. But due to falling into the trap, the wound became so severe that it became difficult for her to get up. Master Petro also comes towards the same jungle where Yuri was at this time. With the sign of her feet, she understood that Yuri is now even closer to her. Here it is shown that a woman takes Yuri out of the pit, kicks her on her back, and takes her home. As soon as Yuri regains consciousness, she looks here and there, and the lady who saved her life calls her mom. Yuri asks her mom, "Mom, where is that child Ochi? I have to take him to his mom. Do you even know?" I was able to understand his language, so his mom said, "It's not a big deal, Yuri, I taught you this language." She now brings a flute and saves him, from which Ochi's voice was coming out. Hearing this, Yuri tells him, "Whatever it is, I have to go to that child and take him to his mom." Here we see that wet in the rain, Roberto was sitting near Yuri's house, but he did not know that Yuri was in this house. In the morning, Yuri's eyes open with the same Ochi's voice, but she sees that it was her mom's flute. Following her, she goes to a place where she finds a lot of books and research that her mom had done on Ochi. Her mom tells her that the creatures you are thinking of are not worthy of that good. They hate humans and have been hating them for years. The child you have, you will take him to his mother, but as soon as he smells the humans, he will separate his own child and kill him. So what is the use of your hard work? Hearing this, Yuri gets angry and she shouts at her mom. She feels that her mom is lying to her, and she says that a mother who can't think about her child, what would she care about the children of others? She sees the map made by her mom, and she finds out what is the second location of Ochi. After seeing the way, she wears her clothes and leaves her mom. She picks up some food and decides to look for Ochi. When Yuri was leaving, Ruber sees her and informs Master Petro that she is here. By the time Master Petro came here, Yuri was not in this house. Upon entering, he met Yuri's mom, about whom he asked Yuri. She told him that Yuri is her daughter. She had to come here, but now she has gone to look for Ochi's child. If anything happens to her, I will hold you responsible for it. Saying this, the argument between them increases and a fight breaks out. They start fighting and go inside to look for the child. Ruber gets the map from which Yuri had gone. The map had Ochi's location. He knew that Yuri would have gone there, so they decided to go there. Yuri was looking for Ochi in the jungle for a long time. She calls him in Ochi's voice, but she gets tired because she does not find the child for a long time. She gets tired and lies down and starts crying. At that time, Ochi's eye falls on Yuri and he calls Yuri. Seeing her, Yuri was as if she had found a treasure. She climbs the tree and catches her. It was night by then. Yuri eats some food here, drinks milk, and gives it to Ochi. Then she tells Ochi in her language that it is night now, but in the morning I will take you to your mother. They make a small camp where they sleep. In the morning, Yuri makes a small raft because she had to cross the river. After crossing the river, they go to the other side of the mountains, which was a beautiful world. Beautiful mountains and small caves in which all the Ochis were hidden. Ochi, who was with Yuri, calls his people. They come out happy, but seeing Yuri, everyone hides back in their caves. Seeing this, Yuri understands that her mother was right, that when people see this child with her, they will never accept her. In the meantime, we see that Petro also arrives here with his whole team and starts firing as soon as he arrives. Yuri did not want any harm to Ochi here. So when she was trying to save her, then her raft also turns, and she falls into the water. Petro tells her to leave Ochi and come to him, but Yuri does not listen to him, and to save her, she swims fast and goes into a big cave. This cave was very dangerous, but Yuri was not afraid of anything. Master Petro wanted to save Yuri anyway, so he decides to go inside the cave himself. The cave was very dangerous. The child's life could be in danger. Petro runs fast to catch Yuri in this cave and accidentally slips his foot and gets stuck in the woods. These sticks were very heavy. Instead of coming out by removing them, he got stuck inside them. Seeing this, Yuri was jealous of him, and he came and tried to remove the stick, but this stick was very heavy. At once, Yuri could not even move it. And then Ochi came out from behind and saw Petro for the first time. Petro also saw in his eyes were innocent. Seeing this, Petro realized for the first time that we who consider these creatures very bad. In fact, these creatures are not bad. Here, Yuri alone tries again to remove that stick, and finally, after both Yuri and Petro's efforts, Petro gets free from this trap. As soon as he comes here, we see that the children who were waiting for him outside also realize something was wrong. They also come inside this cave through Yuri's raft, and behind them, Yuri's mom had also come here with a gun and a light because they also had to save Yuri. After all, Yuri and Petro first cross this cave and reach a new beautiful and magical place. This place was not actually magical, but its feeling was very magical. They had never seen this beauty before. Here, all the creatures come out and see these humans too. Petro and Yuri thought that they would improve the relationship between them and the creatures, but then Petro saw from behind that his prey children were ready to kill these creatures with a gun. As they had taught earlier, Petro also tries to stop them, but a child fires a bullet. Fortunately, that bullet did not hit any creature, but hit the mountain. But with the fear of that bullet, all the creatures went back to their caves. These creatures were now even more angry. To handle the situation, Yuri's mom now saves her flute and talks to these creatures and explains to them that these humans have no bad intentions. They just came to return one of their children to them. Hearing this, the creatures also relax. Yuri goes and catches that flute to her mother, and the flute clings to her mother. Yuri gets very emotional when a mother and a child meet. Now she sees her mom behind her who was crying with tears. Now her mom and she go close to each other and hug each other. After all, both of them had now met, and the relationship between them had also improved. And just by making these two children happy with their mothers, the movie ends here.